What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. Hope you're all doing well. This morning, the update is just dropped inside of the game. We're going to take a look at all the things that have come to the game new as of today. Let's go start out with over here, the events tab. As you can see over here, we do have the new iron stockpile event. You know, in the past, I was always saying, min-max this event. Make sure that you get as much of these chests as you possibly can because they give you some of the best gear inside of the game. But with these events continuously returning over and over again, for the casual players, there's actually less of an urgency to complete this all the way to the end, because if you don't, there's just going to be another event backing this one up that's going to offer you more of those chests. So at the end of the day, once you fill up all of your 8 slots of a Paragon level, or of a server Paragon level, with a certain piece of gear from these chests, you're basically okay. Obviously, you could roll them and try and get better ones over time, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be lost. Also, keep in mind, you do now have the Survivor's Bane. It just dropped inside of the game this morning. That's probably going to be one of the first things that I do today, because it's my favorite game mode inside of the game, and I also get these rewards for it. Unfortunately, we're not getting other rewards that we used to from the events tab over here. We do have Winds of Fortune that dropped inside of the game as well. This is so that you're going to get 2 times gold, gems, experience, or progression, all that stuff. Make sure you use this on a day where you're going to be playing a lot, because it has a 1-day duration. And with the 1-day duration, it's 1 day running time, 24 hours. So if I activate this now at 7 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, this will expire. So I'm going to probably use it on a day where I'm going to do a lot of farming, and on a day where I'm going to probably run Heliquary as well, which for me is going to be tomorrow, which is Thursday. That's probably the day that I'll activate this and get that thing going. Omens of Plenty still going on. You could get your treasures over here, get the good ones that you want. Phantom Market still in the house, which kind of brings us to one of our next points as well. And Colossal Surge is still going on. This one will be in there for a little bit longer. Now, I did say from the patch notes, and I don't know why I said this because it was incorrect, that I thought with the Stellar Void Beyond cosmetic, I thought that was going to be a new Phantom Market, which didn't make sense because the old Phantom Market didn't expire. So we have to go over to the shop and we can see this new cosmetic, and it actually looks pretty cool. But when I look at it, it actually reminds me of another one. Let's switch this to a couple of the other classes so you can see what this looks like. Look at the headpiece. It looks very much like another one that we've seen in the past. The monk one looks pretty cool. Demon Hunter, Crusader always looks cool. Necro, Blood Knight, and the Tempest. Now, when you do purchase this, keep in mind it's 4,500 orbs, so it's a different system than we use with the Phantom Market. For this many orbs, you get another set of cosmetics as well. Plus, this is all cross-class, so you get it on all of your classes. This is about $75. You can get this cheaper if you buy bundles that give you orbs for free. Like as you see right here, I could get this if I wanted to. I'm probably not going to. But look, you also get another cosmetic, which looks the Void Beyond. This looks very similar, if not fairly identical to another one that we've seen in the past. I don't see it in here. Maybe it's under standard? No, I don't remember where it came from, but it looks very similar, if not the same as another one from the past. Either way, this is a really cool looking cosmetic, and if you don't want to go with the whole Phantom Market method of attaining a cross-class cosmetic, and this is one that you love and you want it on all your classes forever and all time, $75 may not seem like a bad deal. You also get 30 days of the steps. Again, it only does last for 30 days. You get yourself an emote. You get yourself the nice shields. The portals as well. So really cool looking cosmetic. And I'm actually happy it's not a Phantom Market, that there's another way for people to get those things. Now, remember, we do have the changes to Battlegrounds, the Convoy, how all of that's going to be changing. You guys could check that out once Battleground goes live inside of the game. Also, we have differences in combat rating. It's now easier to progress. And as you can see, let's give you a better look here. As you can see, going to Inferno 6, the requirement is going to be 46,190. And Inferno 6, is that Inferno 6? Yeah, that's Inferno 6. 46,190. And this we could go to at Paragon 800. Let's see where I am right now. We are sitting at 764, but it looks like I have the proper Paragon. So let's actually switch ourselves to Inferno 6. This is going to be probably a smart play for me right now. We'll go to Inferno 6. We have the combat rating, I think. Let's select it. Then we'll take a look. Let's see what my combat rating actually is, because I'm not sure. We are sitting at attributes 40. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. So we could pre-farm because we're able to get there to that Paragon level when we get to Paragon level 800. As of right now, the server Paragon level is 760. So we have 4 more weeks. Basically, I have this time to farm everything that I want to, farm as much gear as I can, so that I'm in good standing for when that time comes. We just changed to Crusader. I used all of my legendary mystery items so that I could try to unlock new essences for the Crusader, which I unlocked 0 new essences, which is actually pretty crazy, but is what it is. Now, remember, we also have the ability here to run 100 of these. I don't know. Add 7. I'm not sure how to add more. Up to 100 rare crests can be run at once in Elder Rifts now. After you assign 10 rare crests, an option to assign 90 more will appear. Am I just not seeing this? Let's take this out. Add 7. Maybe it's not popping up for me because I don't have 90 more. That's probably why. But at this point in time, you should be able to run 100 rare crests again. I don't think that's going to be in your best interest or in the best interest of your party, because your party will only receive Fading Embers worth of the first 10. The other 90 are basically wasted rewards for your teammates. So I would still run these in groups of 10, unless if you have thousands of rare crests and need to just get rid of them and want to get rid of them quickly, then you could do other ways. Now, the UI for legendary gems is also supposed to have changed, and as you can see, they made it a little bit more pleasant on the eye. Notice the R1 that's seen right here is a little bit lighter. It's not as obtrusive to the eye, and also there's not a number 1 next to it saying that I have 1. When there's no number to it, it implies that we have 1. While over here, my Seeping Bile, I have R1, rank 1, and I have 3 of those items. So it actually does look a lot cleaner. Not that that matters, but at the end of the day, when you have a game of this caliber, it should actually look really good as well. It did not look very good with the old method. So now it should. And another thing that supposedly changed as well is when you click on a piece of gear, or maybe I need to, when you select equipment in your inventory, so if I select a piece of equipment in my inventory, it highlights all the other inventory items of the same caliber. So right there, these are my 4 options. If I go with shields, boom, those are the options that I have right there. I think that's how it works. And if I go with, yep, check that out. Main hands, if I go with shoulders, all the shoulders light up. So now it's a little bit easier to figure out what exactly are the items. If I want pants, I click on a pair of pants, all the pants light up. Really nice quality of life feature right there. It's not something that I particularly needed, but I could see a lot of people getting confused when it comes to main hand and offhand. So like this says alternative main hand weapon. And then over here, it would say alternative offhand weapon. For classes like a barbarian or a tempest, or things that don't have very different weapons, the Crusader has a shield in offhand and a weapon in main hand. Very different and easy to be able to figure out. But for classes that don't have that, nice quality of life change right here. I think that it was a good change overall. So those are the main things that have come to the game that have changed within this update. This was more of a fix things up update and bring us a couple of new events inside of the game. For now, what I'm going to do, and obviously I'm going to run my bounties and all that. Actually, maybe I'll save my bounties and my dungeons for tomorrow when I'm doing double rewards. That may be a good idea. Maybe today I'll just spend my time in Survivor's Bane playing a game mode that I really do love, and then tomorrow we'll grind out the things that'll give me that double XP, right? That's probably the smarter way to go. I always like Survivor's Bane, and I try to at least go in and I try to at least beat it one time in this easy mode, normal mode, and then the endless mode. If I could beat it one time in each, I feel pretty good about the rewards that we can gain. You got the achievements, and you got a bunch of good stuff. You could obviously, it's actually a decent way to farm gear and scrap materials as well, because you get so many from it. But that's basically most of the things that came from this update. Let me know what you guys think of it. Is it underwhelming, or are you really just happy with what you got? Also, let me know if you're going to be picking up the brand new Stellar Void cosmetic. Let me know if it's one that you're into, or if it's one that you think is recycled. See you later, guys.